Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde, and Miss Ariel. We are here giving you the intuitive information you need for the week of April 3rd through the 9th, all signs time-stamped. We're going to be checking in with the new moon in Aries, which is happening today, April 1st, the day I'm filming this video. So watch for your rising sign first and then your sun sign. And make sure you also check out your money, career, and business tarot reading for the month of April, which I've already uploaded to the channel. I'll leave a link for it in the description of the video. So this new moon in Aries is conjunct Chiron and Mercury, and wherever this is falling in your natal chart suggests setting an intention to initialize a big, bold, new dream based on wisdom you have learned, all right? So you've recently probably learned some very important lesson in whatever area, again, this falls in your chart. And so it's time to put your mind toward applying that wisdom. So keep that in mind as you set your intentions for this new moon. I love Tuesday, April 5th, for really getting going on your intentions, perhaps writing them down that day. The moon will be in Gemini. There will be no moon void, so it is a great day, I feel energetically, to do a vision board, write down, the goals that you want to achieve. Again, focusing on that specific area of your chart that's being activated by the new moon. And then, of course, taking action, Aries, right? Taking action on those things. So, and because also we have this new moon conjunct Mercury, which rules Gemini, right? So I feel that Tuesday is really an important day to use your mind, set your intentions, and also use the Aries energy to take an important step or two forward on getting these goals underway for yourself, all right? So you use the energy also of Chiron, right? Sometimes, Chiron in Aries can be about wounds of independence and being selfish, right? Other people calling us selfish. So also look if that energy is triggering you in any way and what lessons you may have learned about forging your own independent path in, again, that area of your chart where this energy is being activated, and how you may have healed, or maybe there's still a little bit to heal about being bold, being dynamic, and following your own inner guidance, your own independent path, and not worrying about what other people are saying, thinking, doing in relation to whatever you're doing, all right? So not taking on their shenanigans, their projections, etc., right? So healing any last bits of that. This is really about a bold, exciting new path for you, because also you're ready for it. That's the other thing. You are ready. Like I said, there may be a tiny bit more things to just recognize and let go and heal. That's fine. But you are absolutely ready for this, and your mind is prepared because, again, this is conjunct Mercury. So put pen to paper or text or type or whatever. Get those goals down on paper, especially on Tuesday. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you with this new moon, setting your intentions and energies for your week ahead. So the new moon, of course, is in your sign, your first house of the self. So I feel like there's something about redefining your most important goals, a redefinition of self, like a mission statement of who you are now based on some healing things you've been going through and what you want to accomplish as this new and improved Aries 2.0. All right, so let's see what we got going on. Aries, let's see. What we need to know. Ariel is sitting like right in front of me. I can't even see myself in the camera. All right, so we have the Three of Swords. So this is the Chiron in your sign, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Okay, wow. The Three of Cups. Look at all these threes coming out. The Seven of Swords and the Six of Swords. Okay, wow. All right, so this is very interesting energy going on here with all these threes. So, and of course, the three could be your third house of communication. And of course, the moon in Gemini will be in your third house on Tuesday. So we have something going on here about really mentally moving on. Six of Swords. from any sort of false, Seven of Swords, false narrative, okay, false narrative, especially a false narrative projected onto you by other people because of the threes that are showing up here. Okay, so this could be, people, a group of people, these people thinking you're a certain way, or, again, projecting their own shenanigans onto you in some way, excluding you in some way, being jealous of you in some way, something like that. This could have been a group of people who maybe were standing in the way of you achieving some sort of goal for yourself. That's possible as well. But what we have here is we have the Three of Wands and also the Three of Cups. And this could have been going on for the last 3 years even. 3 months to 3 years, I feel. Three of Cups in the middle. You are joyously celebrating and moving on from this false narrative this week. That's what I feel like. The intentions of you are not that person. You are not that person that they were trying to say you were, right? You are you're a totally different individual. But you took on, with this Three of Swords, like you took on some of their BS, and you started to maybe believe that it was true about yourself, but it is not true about yourself. And you're going to really see that. And I also feel this week there's likely to be a beautiful Three of Cups affirmation from the universe that you are all that. You are all that and more. And that's going to help you also really finally, put the period at the end of the sentence and move on from this situation. Because it bothered you. That's the other thing, because the Three of Swords here, it really did bother you. And I said in one of my other Aries videos that Aries has been kind of suffering in silence for the last 3 years. They've been going through a lot of stuff, a lot of changes. And, people know you're going through things, but they don't know innerly what you have been, innerly, is that a word? Inwardly, there you go, what you have been going through. So this is more, I think, an affirmation. Other people are, probably with the Three of Cups here, some sort of good news celebration, maybe a birthday celebration, of course, this week, something like that. Some just beautiful energy headed your way. But this is very personal. This is more about your own internal process of facing down any last bits of mistruths that you took on about yourself and letting them go. And moving on, free and unencumbered, Six of Swords, from other people's shenanigans. So I love this for you. This is like ultimately telling the truth about yourself, your experience, even if it's just to yourself, that's fine. But as I said, like about setting your intentions about this new you, the new identity, who you are now, having healed from some sort of very unsavory situation, with these energies over here. Some of you, it was an exclusion. I really feel an exclusion from a group, like an ostracizing, just negative energy directed your way. Others of you, it might have been other things going on, like a third party situation, something like that. And that can really take a toll on somebody's, both of those things can take a toll on somebody's self-esteem, no matter how strong you are. So I love this. This is very affirming for you. So affirm and face down the Seven of Swords, any last bits of whatever this is, but absolutely write down where you're headed next. Here's the Six of Swords. You're in your boat. You're mentally free from this shenanigan, and you should really, really celebrate yourself. Three of Cups, that you made it through this. And you're going to feel that fresh, invigorating energy. I'm feeling it today. Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it, this April 1st new moon energy. So you have healed something very significant in your life. And you should be feeling very proud of yourself for that. But also look to the future. Here you are, right? Paddling your little boat. And it's the swords. It's the mental energy. So write down your intentions for your new and improved future. All right, Taurus. So you have this new moon happening in your 12th house, which is kind of our subconscious, the closet that you got to clean out that you never do. You never want to look in there, right? So This is really about, since it's a new moon, cleaning out the cobwebs, all right? And releasing maybe some unconscious things kind of bubbling up to the surface to be released, to be processed, to be made aware of, right? The Mercury. So you can shift it and not be burdened by it anymore. So there could be a beautiful healing dream you have in the week ahead. There could be, the literal cleaning out of closets and papers, especially since Mercury is conjunct this new moon that you don't need anymore. Like the stuff that you've had for the last, 20 years hanging around. So there could be that kind of thing. This is about really a spring cleaning of your mind. And for some of you, your closet you never want to look in. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Taurus. Yeah, we got a 5 of Pentacles. Okay. And a 10 of Cups. And a 2 of Cups. Temperance. And the Moon. Okay. So I think what's happening here is we have you really looking at things that are not serving you anymore. 5 of Pentacles. And things that don't enhance your self-esteem. I read Pentacles as self-esteem. And this can also be, like I was saying with my cleaning out the closet metaphor, this 5 of Pentacles can just be things that are broken, that you don't use anymore, but you're kind of keeping because you just haven't got around to cleaning it out, or you're like, well, I might need that one day, or, something like that. So really looking at any things that are not serving you, literally and also figuratively speaking. So attitudes, beliefs, all of that kind of thing with this 5 of Pentacles here. So outworn things. And yes, it may have something to do with family of origin issues because the 10 of Cups is here. But I feel like this is almost like, not a block exactly, but there's something new I feel that is likely to be percolating for you with this. Of course, this can be, the moon card can be the new moon, but in this card, it is a big full moon. So this is likely, there's something percolating as we head toward the full moon in Libra. And I feel like this new moon is telling you, because of course, new and full moons are connected. This is telling you, like, get rid of this stuff now, so to make the room, the space for this new positive change coming in. So there could be, something very lovely changing with your relationship, changing in your home environment, again, coming to light around the full moon, changing and breaking a cycle of unhappiness and bringing in more joy, because we have the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups here. Some of you, this last bits of stuff, like maybe possessions from a spouse, ex-spouse or ex-partner, ex-lover or something like that. There could be just, stuff that you're still hanging on to. Look at how she has her arms crossed here, hanging on to. And that energetically is maybe blocking this new beautiful home or new relationship that wants to manifest for you. And see, we have this Temperance here. So by changing, the things that are hidden, that's the 12th house, the things that are hidden in your life, by looking at them squarely and clearing them out, you're going to bring a positive revival of emotional energy. Even the moon, emotional energy in your life. And the moon is about things that are hidden. So there's definitely things that, again, I just keep getting the closet that you haven't looked at in a very long time. And when you start going through that, you'll be like, why am I keeping this? Like, what is this? But also the processing through of looking at those things and really clearing them from your aura, clearing them from your consciousness, and including your subconscious, is going to bring in a very positive, here's a Temperance, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, a very positive change. I do feel like this is probably connected with the 2 of Cups here to, an old partner. That's really what I'm feeling, an old relationship, an old connection. Doesn't have to be a partner, but some sort of old connection in your life. Could even be, from an ex-job. Maybe this is, clearing out old clothes and things that you used to wear when you worked at, at a big corporate job or something. And now you're not doing that. And why are you keeping all of these kind of fancy suits or things like that you don't even want to wear anymore? So it can be even something like that, Taurus. So really take a look at that energy in the week ahead. Or Gemini, let's see what's going on for you. This new moon is happening in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams. And of course, it's conjunct your ruler Mercury. So this is really about seeding some new hopes and wishes and dreams for yourself. Absolutely. And writing them down, communicating them to the universe. The 11th house is also a house of gains. So setting intentions for whatever you want to gain an advantage in for your life, as an example, might be another thing to look at. And also maybe look at any ways, because Chiron's there, any ways you may need to shift or heal. Again, not everybody may need to shift or heal, but because Chiron's there, may need to shift and heal deservedness around receiving what you desire. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have going on for you. There you go. The Emperor, the Aries energy, and the Ace of Wands. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous energy. Nine of Pentacles. The Lovers. There's your energy. And the Hierophant. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is really exciting. Okay. So depending on your personal situation, I mean, you may be really wanting to manifest a new partnership of some kind. Doesn't necessarily have to be love related. I mean, your energy showing up here, but this could be some sort of connection or partnership that's going to help you manifest more money. Nine of Pentacles, manifest some financial independence. We have self-employment here with the Emperor. We have self-employment with the Nine of Coins. So there could be, something about a commitment to what you truly want here with your Gemini energy. And I would say definitely Tuesday the 5th is an important day to make some sort of commitment with the Hierophant showing up to your personal independence and something going on with your finances, right? To like maybe if you're thinking of starting a business, I would say Tuesday the 5th is such a fantastic day based on these energies. So that would be a good day to take action. Ace of Wands to, with your energy here, get your website domain registered, maybe register your LLC, whatever, like the paperwork, the commitment, like that type of thing. It doesn't have to be something super big. It could just be showing the universe that first step. All right, I get my web domain locked and loaded, and then I register my, name for my business, something like that. So you could also, new moons I know are about setting intentions, but we can get news at new moons as well. It's not like just that we only get news at full moons. You can get some good news this week. It's very, very possible. That has something to do, of course, with your personal prosperity, especially whatever commitments you have been making to yourself, because here's your energy, lovers, whatever commitments you have been making toward yourself to get your finances together. You may be getting some very good news. There could be a deal going down this week, all right, with this Emperor and this Ace of Wands that you're going to say yes to. So it could be an offer. That's very possible. A commitment for your services, because again, now this in the love realm, this could also be, I feel, taking a relationship to the next level, that you're perhaps going to go exclusive. There could be an engagement. There could be a marriage. There's some sort of commitment here. You're moving from a single status, Nine of Pentacles, to a committed status with another person, whether in personal or business. So that's also possible here with these energies. Whatever way you look at this, you could really have a very beautiful personal wish manifest in the week ahead, and or you are seeding that wish by taking action, as I mentioned previously. I would say this is a good week to have the talk if you've been dating somebody, and be like, hey, are we making this exclusive or what's going on? Right? Like, I gotta know, because if that's your wish, if you want an exclusive committed partnership with somebody who's fantastic, maybe an Aries because of this, you want to know, hey, is this going anywhere? So this would be a good week to really find that out. I think it is probably going somewhere because we have a Hierophant here. So Gemini, this looks like a very powerful week ahead for you. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you. So the new moon is in your 10th house of career and calling in life, and also your status. So with Mercury here, there could be an important communication initiative in your career. Also, Mercury ruling communications, you could be making some sort of important announcement or decision about your career status. So this could be, again, changing from, or just your status in general. This is some sort of, saying you're going to be retired, or you're going to be going back into the workforce, or communicating I'm starting my own business, or I'm communicating this brand new initiative I'm starting in my business, something like that. So very interesting. Again, 10th house is status, which also includes, are we married? Are we single? Are we divorced? Things like that. So am I a homeowner? Am I not a homeowner? Like all of these just definitions as the world kind of, understands them, because it's 10th house, right? So you could be making an important decision about any of those areas. And there could be paperwork involved as well because of Mercury. So like divorce papers, marriage papers, whatever your situation is. All right. Contract in a business. All right, let's see what we got going on. And I would say if you're going to sign a contract, I would wait until Friday, the 8th, when the moon will be in your sign. That would be, I was just referencing my moon calendar to my left. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Enough astrology. Let's see what we got going on. Cancer. All right. 7 of Wands. And the 10 of Swords. All right, interesting. 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. This is very interesting. Notice how we have 2 7s here. Of course, 7s are connected with you because of July. All right. I think in the past, you may have gotten burned. Here's the 10 of Swords by being a little too independent. 7 of Wands, wanting to do things more your way. And, people forget that I think in general, from what I see, I think people forget that Cancer is a cardinal sign. You are a leadership sign. We always think of Cancer, the nurturer, right? Yes, that's true. But also as a cardinal energy, you are a leader. You like to get your own way. You are a pioneer in whatever you're doing. Like you like to go forth and, be at the front of the line, and especially probably in career matters, and really just like forge ahead. So you have that independent streak as a cardinal energy. And you may have gotten burned by that with this 10 of Swords, or other people didn't appreciate your energy in some way, but that's their problem, right? So there's something here to get unstuck about taking initiative in your own way. So again, like there could have been a betrayal or a burn. And also because it's the 10 of Swords showing up, and we're talking about your 10th house. All right. So there's something here about getting your fire back, setting the intention to get your fire back and your independent fire, doing things your own way. And I think that's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness and success, this 3 of Cups. And money, too. We got the 9 of Pentacles, which is another very independent energy. There's something here about with the 7 of Swords is to really look at the reality of the situation. It's not that you were wrong for doing this. I think what was going on is you weren't connected with your people, the 3 of Cups. And I think this time around, the strategy, because that's also 7 of Swords, to have is to set the intention that you're going to use this strong 7 of Wands independent energy for the right people, 3 of Cups, for your people, the people who get you. Because look, it's Cups, it's your energy, right? The people who really vibe with you. I think you just had a situation where you weren't around the right people. That's all. And maybe you... And you could have felt betrayed by that because they weren't getting you, et cetera, and so on. And it could have become a block, right? It wasn't you. That's the important thing I really want to emphasize here. It was not you. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay? So I think this week it's about setting the intention to the universe with this 10th house of calling in a joyous group of people for your 10th house career matter situation. And doing that and having the strategy to reach those people is going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness and moolah. We got the 9 of Pentacles here. So this is great. Now, I would also say for those of you with some sort of change of status, right? It's the same concept. It's absolutely the same concept. You're going to find your team. You're going to find the people who are going to be supportive of whatever change of status you are making in your world right now. There could have been, yes, something you were breaking away from. 7 of Wands. You were saying enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not towing the line like everybody else does. I've had it. I'm not going to suffer in this marriage anymore. I'm not going to suffer at this job anymore. I'm not going to, whatever, right? Suffer owning this home that I don't want anymore. Whatever it is, right? So there may have been somebody around you who you thought you could count on, 10 of Swords, who was going to help you with this change of status, but they turned out to be, a snake in the grass. We got the 7 of Swords over here. So set the intention to bring in the good people who are going to help you with this change of status, and that will bring profit to you. So I do feel like you're going to be changing the people around you, no matter what way you look at this particular energy for the 10th house. And it's going to bring you a lot of happiness and success. All right. But I really want you to not take this personally. I know it's hard sometimes when we get in a 10 of Swords situation. And yeah, I mean, the 7 of Swords is here. There could have been 1 or 2 people who were very ill-intentioned. Let's just put it that way. So it's good that you're away from that. All right, Leos, let's see what's going on for you. So this beautiful new moon is, of course, in fire, aligned with your energy. And we have it happening in your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. This is a house of travel, whether, literal travel or figurative travel. This is a house of reaching the world, so if you own a business, reaching the world, making more sales, more contacts, more connections in your business, especially if it's online with Mercury here also. This is really about coming up with a big, bold, new initiative for, like I said, the big picture perspective of your life, looking at your life from a longer term perspective. All right, so let's see what we have going on for you, Leos. 3 of Swords. That's that Chiron. And the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. The Wheel. Love it. And the Magician. Oh, Leo. This is very, very good. Okay. All right. So you may need to just, because we have the 3 of Swords popping in, and that's the Chiron, and we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is about reevaluating your situation. What has grown thus far? What's not going to grow anymore? Where am I at? Just assessing where you're at. And looking at, what was disappointing? What was a block? What blocked you from getting this to a 10 of Pentacles situation? Whatever 9th house matter we're talking about here. All right. So again, this can be writing, publishing, academia, anything to do with business online, anything related to international relations, travel, etc., and so on. All right. So anything that, you felt blocked in that way, it didn't quite grow the way you thought it was going to grow. There was a disappointment. Maybe somebody stole an idea of yours or something, or betrayed you in some other way. And that's why this didn't take off the way it should have. So you're at a really good moment here with this new moon to just reassess and make peace. This is the other thing, because the 7 of Pentacles is a very contemplative energy. Make peace with whatever this was. All right. It already happened. It went down. There's no sense dwelling in it. Just use the new moon energy to turn the page to a new chapter. Right. All right. Now, and look at what comes next. Back to the drawing board, 8 of Pentacles. Get back to work. Get back to whatever you want to manifest in this 9th house. All right. And you're going to have, look, I mean, I love this card. Look at this. This is very, very much, I feel, Leo with the honeycomb, right? The golden honey, which anything gold is related to Leo. And she's got her pentacle in her hand. So get back to what you do best, what makes you shine in your 9th house, the big picture of your life. All right. You will triumph. You'll move on. You had the 7 of coins, now the 8. So you're going to be in a sense of, in a state of motion and rejuvenation. All right. And then we got the wheel. This situation will turn around and turn in your favor. You got to get back to what you do best. Here's the Magician. Get back to your personal power. Get back to your inner magic, your inner fire. And, get back to, like I said, get back to work. Get back to what you do best here. Whatever gives you that buzz, working with the bees here, that buzz of excitement and energy and momentum. This is the thing. All right. This momentum. Gorgeous. This week ahead, you could really manifest a strong turnaround in this situation for yourself by going back to the drawing board and using your, your inspired energy to come up with a problem-solving solution here with this Magician and this wheel. And the universe is going to help you. So the universe is going to give you, I think, through a sign, a symbol, a dream, a synchronicity, whatever, a key, a tool. Magician is about the tools we use. A tool to help you get back to production, fruitful production with this 8 of coins here, and get your focus back to fruitful production and not on, oh gosh, this didn't work out. Okay. So great week, I think, Leo, to reset yourself, regroup, and get back into it. With the Magician there, gorgeous energy. All right, Virgos, let's see what we have going on for you. You have a beautiful new moon in your 8th house of other people's money, physical, mental, emotional transformation, sex, death, taxes, all of those things. Okay. The deep 8th house, ruled by Scorpio, new moon, and Mercury there. So really about setting your intention for a deep transformation in some area of your life, I feel. Okay, let's see. Could be some sort of big contract also that you're wanting to set the intention to manifest, especially involving, like I said, other people's money, which is banking, mortgages, taxes, funding, that type of thing. All right, let's see what we got. Virgo. All right, 2 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Okay, great. The 6 of Pentacles. I like to see that. The 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Okay. Well, we can't end on the 5 of Swords. All right, we got a Page of Swords. Okay. I think we got some Chiron issues going on over here with the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. All right. So notice how we start with this 2 of Swords and she's blindfolded. And this, of course, is the classic, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to see it. I don't want to acknowledge it. I don't want to know. I don't want to deal with it. Then we go to the 3 of Wands and notice that she's looking very squarely. She's got even binoculars on so she can see better what's coming in on the horizon. So we go from I don't want to know to, okay, I'm going to accept and deal with whatever this is. I'm going to set my intention. I am going to be positive and wait expectantly to see what comes on the horizon. All right, so we're moving out of this self-doubt, I don't want to know, to, okay, you know what? I got this. I can do this. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles here, which really is about manifesting. When I look at money, especially, I look at things in terms of deep pockets with the 6 of Pentacles. This is some sort of benevolent support, right? Usually financial because it's pentacles. But it's about also balance. Okay. So there's something here, I think, very positive that you could be getting some news of some funding. We have the Page of Swords over here. Let's look at this. I'm going to talk about this in a second. So, but again, this is about knowing exactly what you want to manifest, where to get it from, Six of Coins, so that you're not, barking up the wrong tree, so to speak. And getting more information, getting more facts and figures also with the Page of Swords here, like running the numbers again and looking at it clearly and not ignoring it. So I think that's the big thing this week, is looking it squarely in the eye and doing that by getting the hard facts, Page of Swords, right? The data, the intel, that's swords. And so you know exactly what you need to ask for and what you deserve. That's the other thing. Now, I think the Chiron issue is interesting because, of course, we have this Five of Cups, Five of Swords going on. Now, fives are temporary. They are like things are shifting. So your mindset is shifting, Five of Swords. Your melancholy and disappointment of something maybe that didn't work in the past, Five of Cups, is shifting also. And that is probably associated with this. Maybe you didn't want to look at certain things because it was just too painful. You had bad memories about it. But use this new moon energy to really acknowledge that you've come a long way from this situation. And you have the power, if you just face things, Three of Wands, you have the power to change this situation for the better, with the Six of Coins showing up here. And there is help from the universe. There's help from somewhere in your world to help you do it. That's the thing. Or the Six of Coins is good here, I believe. So whatever you're trying to transform, it could be finances, it could be health, it could be relationships, again, physical, mental, emotional transformation. Set the intention that help is on its way. And you're going to get the information you need from the universe, from people who want to help you to make a positive new beginning in this 8th house area of your life, with the Page of Swords showing up here. All right. Try to get the camera back in focus. Okay, there we go. All right, you got this, Virgo. And as I was putting away the cards, I was just thinking, yes, and of course, Mercury, your ruler, is conjunct this new moon, right? So it really is about that Five of Swords and the Two of Swords, getting your mind straight and healing your mind about, what needs to shift, and the fact that the power of your mind is so strong. All you have to do is, again, make the decision to look at it squarely in the face. And that is really half the battle. All right, Libra, so we have a beautiful new moon happening in your 7th house of relationships. Ooh, both business and personal. So let's see what's going on for you, Libras. The High Priestess. Okay. And the Two of Cups. 2 number 2s. 7 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. And the 7 of Swords. Why did we get that at the end? I'd like to see that. That's okay. That's okay. Ariel's making noises in the background. Okay. All right, this is what I feel is going on here. Notice how we have 2 7s. We have a 7 of Cups. I'm trying to get the camera back in focus. We have a 7 of Cups and a 7 of Swords. And of course, we're talking about the 7th house of relationships here for you. And we have relationship. We have a 2 of Cups here. Again, whether business or personal. And the new moon is about new things, manifesting new things. Before you go on a quest, Knight of Cups, to meet new people, I suggest that you spend some time with your intuition and your inner wise guide, the High Priestess, your inner self. And instead of being in Fantasyland bucket list, 7 of Cups here, which can get us into trouble sometimes, where we look at like the potential of somebody, but not the reality, that you try to find the middle way, because notice the Knight of Cups is in the middle here, between this idealized vision of what you want in somebody, 7 of Cups, versus the pessimistic, everybody's Fibonacci liar, cheater, right? So that's the 7 of Swords. Like everybody cheats, everybody's trash. And this is like, oh, everybody is sunshine and rainbows. Okay, so it's like 2 extremes that we have going on here. So I suggest, you know, as you set your intentions to manifest some new relationships in your life, business, personal, new friendships, a new lover, a new business partner, I mean, whatever, a new boss, whatever this is, that you really clearly write down. Again, it's so important to write down what you want. You can also write down what you don't want, which helps you clarify what you do want, whichever way works for you, of what you want from your next important connection in your life. Two of Cups. And again, finding that middle way with the Knight of Cups in the middle of this here before you head out on the quest. I suggest that that's what you do. Let's pull one more card from the top and see what we have after this Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have a Nine of Pentacles. So there's something here, you know, I read Pentacles as self-esteem. There is something here about forging and a new bucket list, you know, a new criteria, etc., based on this healed, because we're also talking about Chiron here in the 7th house, this healed version of yourself. Nine of Pentacles. You don't need a relationship. That's the Nine of Coins. She can take care of herself. So you don't need a relationship. You desire, Knight of Cups, a relationship. But you desire one based on who you are now with healed self-esteem. You know, a healed sense of self-worth, of feeling powerfully you, right? This Nine of Coins. So there's just some things to look at maybe, you know, with, like I said, with the extremes of the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and looking at any ways, using your intuition, looking back on, you know, where have you put people on a pedestal, Seven of Cups? Where have you demonized people, Seven of Swords? Maybe they deserved it, I don't know, but that's just, you know. Because I do feel, you know, that with the Two of Cups showing up in this reading, it is likely that some new possibility is going to manifest soon in your world. And you may see that around your full moon, which is happening in 2 weeks, right? In the middle of April. So especially if you're in the dating world, I would strongly suggest you go through this process and regroup on your values of what you want in somebody. All right. Because it does look like your relationship sector, whether business or personal, is about to get activated. Same thing in terms of business partnerships and relationships also. Oh, you idealize them. They have so much potential. Or, oh, you know, they're trying to pull a fast one on me. I don't know. They're schemers. And maybe that's what you've experienced. Maybe you've experienced both of those extremes. So it's about waiting for and going on a quest for, you know, the middle ground, the one that honors, you know, that's on your same level. Nine of Pentacles. All right. This is like fantasy land. Their balance sheet is like 0. And this is, you know, they're going to take you for all the money that you have. So you get my point here, Libra. So I think that you're going to be really working on that over the next couple of weeks and manifesting some new people in your life. All right, Scorpio. So we have a new moon happening in your 6th house of work and well-being. So let's see about setting an intention for something new in those areas of your life. All right, Scorpio. What do we need to know? Scorpio, 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords. Okay. The 3 of Wands, Temperance, and the Justice. Okay. All right. So change is coming. We got Temperance and Justice. Maybe, and both of these are about balance. So there's maybe something about your work-life balance that needs to be looked at. 3 of Wands here. We have a 4 of Swords, which is you may need a mental break, a time out. Also, because we started with the 5 of Swords, you could really be kind of mulling over and finding it difficult to let go of, because this can be a little stuck energy, let go of some sort of verbal disagreement. 5 of Swords, some sort of, I call this my daytime anxiety, some sort of anxiety around making a change, right? With the snake in this card, which is a symbol of transformation, of making some sort of change in your life. You've been sleeping on making a change. You've been maybe having a sleepless night over making a change with the 4 of Swords here. You have been kind of mentally stuck about, what do I do, right? Am I making the change for the right reasons? Or is it just, because I feel mentally frustrated or whatever's going on? So I think at this new moon with this 3 of Wands here, which is Aries energy, you're going to be looking very closely. There you are with your binoculars at manifesting a new opportunity on your horizon. All right, I think you're going to come to the conclusion, or around this new moon, this Aries new moon, that you got to make a move on this. You can't continue to dwell, Four of Swords, in this anxiety-producing scenario, whether, again, it's related to work or well-being, either one. You want a positive change, Temperance. And that is Sagittarius energy, which is your second house of money and values. So this is really coming back to, I think, also, like, what is important for you on the, in the bigger picture of your life as well. 3 of Wands, right? Looking at the horizon of your life. So the bigger picture of your life. And I feel, like I said from the beginning, that this is something to do about getting your life back in balance. Both of these are balance. Something is going to come to a head with the Justice here at this full moon in Libra. All right, which is happening. Yes, that's outside of our weekly forecast, but we have new moon and full moons are always in a pair, right? So this is happening on the 16th of April, and this is happening in your house of the subconscious, so your 12th house. So I feel like, again, your subconscious has been activated by this energy right here, because this is also dream energy, 4 of Swords, like being asleep, which is when our subconscious is most active. So, in the dream world. So there's something here that's trying to bubble up from the surface in terms of really making this shift in your life. And you do know that you need to do this because the balance is off in your life in some significant way. And that has to be rectified. And I think your subconscious at that Libra full moon is going to be screaming at you loud and clear, like, come on, we gotta fix this issue, whatever this is. Always use the energies. Timing is everything. Using the Aries new moon is the time to really look at it squarely. Stop dragging your feet, 4 of Swords. Set the intention to make the positive change. And put your values, Sagittarius, your values at the forefront of making this decision. At the end of the day, if we don't have our well-being, whether mental, physical, or emotional, if we don't have our well-being, then money doesn't mean squat, in my opinion. It's about the balance, always. Middle way. The balance is so important to have in your life. When we get unbalanced, that's when we open the door for stress and dis-ease. Just saying. So I think really, and Chiron, of course, Chiron is about healing, and he's in this 6th house. So this is absolutely about setting the intention to look at an area that has gotten out of balance and heal it once and for all with this energy, I feel. So it's deep, right? It's a lot. I mean, but you thrive in the depths of experience, Scorpio. So you got this. I mean, this is just about, making an important shift in energies and again, maybe making a change in what you're emphasizing and valuing in your life right now as well. So you'll figure it out. You got this. All right, Saggies, we have a beautiful new moon in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, the entrepreneur, taking a risk, pleasure. So, and with Mercury there, this would be a great time if you are in the communicative arts and if you have been thinking about writing a book or something else involving paperwork or teaching or sales. This is a great time. Teaching, any Gemini related things with Mercury, this would be a great time to start with those things. And definitely check out your general reading for the month of April on my channel, and also your money, career, and business reading. I put all the signs in one video for that because Saggies, you had like the best readings, I think, of all the signs for April. It was unbelievable. I was even shocked. Okay, I mean, in a good way. I was surprised in a good way. So definitely check those out. And this is beautiful energy, of course, with this new moon aligned with your fire energy also. So let's see what we got going on for you this week. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. The High Priestess. The Five of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right. Don't fight your intuition on whatever is bubbling up from the depths with whatever new intention you want to set for this area of your life, your fifth house area, because your intuition is absolutely on point here with this High Priestess right in the middle, and is going to be giving you a beautiful download of how you can put your energy out, Seven of Wands, into the world in a very inspiring and unique way. Seven of Wands. You're going to be doing, I think, something very different than you have done up to this point. With this Four of Pentacles here, like there is something, Four of Pentacles for me, I love the Four of Pentacles. It's a status quo. It's like you've achieved a certain level of success, but also can be like we get too comfortable there, and it can sometimes be a block as well. So you're going to be taking your success to the next level in these fifth house matters, whether we're talking love, romance, creativity, your business, entrepreneur, life, etc. Because look, we have the Queen of Pentacles as our last energy here. So we go from a Four of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles. So the only fly in the ointment here, and notice it's a 5, talk about the fifth house, is this Five of Swords, which is anxiety and talking yourself out of things. This is like analyzing your intuitive hits, the High Priestess. So there's something here about going on your gut instinct with this Seven of Wands and doing it your way, doing it differently. And whatever helps you bust out of a conventional, shall we say, with the Four of Pentacles, conventional way that maybe something is already done in the world. So, especially some sort of creative project, whatever industry we're in, whether you're looking at, creating a work of art, writing a book, or you're creating something for your business, whatever, we tend to look around us and see, well, what has been successful thus far, right? And we think that's the standard for coins that we also have to follow, right? And that's what can trip you up with the Five of Swords. The High Priestess, this is very likely you're going to be getting some very inspired downloads over the next week. Intuitive hits about how you can make this your own in some way, this energy, this Seven of Wands energy, and do it in such a way that manifests a beautiful, beautiful outcome for yourself with the Queen of Pentacles showing up here. I mean, she is the ace manifester. So it's about, and also about concrete reality. So something tangible. So it's really about, even though you may not know exactly how this is going to play out, as long as you focus on it, Queen of Pentacles, and focus your energy and intention to bring it into the tangible reality, it will manifest. This is the block because it's in between these two energies. So no overanalyzing, no second guessing, no questioning your intuitive hits this week. Just write them down, sit with them, and see which one is really calling to you. And then focus on that for a while, at least through Taurus season, because we have the Queen of Pentacles showing up. And see how the momentum starts to build with that. All right? And let's see what new creation happens for you. You are going to manifest something brand new into your tangible reality in the fifth house. This can also be, this is related to children as well. So this could be, again, if you're trying to conceive a child, of course, I'm not a medical professional, but so of course, consult with your doctor. But there's something here about an unconventional approach and listening to your intuition about what you need to do to make that happen. All right. So whatever you got going on in the fifth house, you got great manifestation potential here, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you. New moon in your fourth house of home, family, roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. Let's see what's going on for you. Capricorn. Okay. King of Wands. And there's your energy. Okay. Devil. The Magician. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to pull one more. And the Justice. All right. All right. So some of you are setting an intention to boldly break free. Here's your King of Wands, right? So this is Aries energy. To boldly break free from some sort of unhealthy situation with home, family, roots, what nourishes you, what feeds you, something in the foundation of your life that the cracks can't be hidden anymore, that you've got to move on from it. You've got to heal it, release it, or just get out of there. So you're going to be focusing your intentions. Here's the Magician. You're going to be focusing your power and all your talents and abilities, your manifestation abilities, on some sort of significant and powerful change. For me, a Ten of Pentacles is also Capricorn energy. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, yes, can be a home and family and roots situation. Sure, this can be about property matters, inheritance matters, long-term investments. It's really about changing some sort of financial situation, obviously for the best, and wrapping up a cycle also. So I feel like you do want to shift this energy, heal it, let it go, so that you can initiate a new cycle of prosperity for yourself, long-term prosperity. So for many of you, this may have something to do with a legal matter, justice, paperwork involving buying, selling, refinancing, etc., or a home because of the Ten of Pentacles, or doing something with debt consolidations, or also wrapping up something to do with a property or inheritance matter because of the Ten of Coins here. The Two of Coins suggests that there could be two offers, there could be two clear areas of finances, especially in regards to home. This could be getting funding for doing repairs around your home as well. You know, again, shoring up that foundation. So it could be even something like that. There's something that's going to come to a head at the Libra full moon, which is happening. Here's the Libra, the Justice, which is happening on the 16th, but we'll feel it, a few days before, a few days after. This, of course, is your 10th house of career. So there may be also a connection with, making some sort of important healing decision and initiation for yourself regarding home matters that's also is connected to your career in some way. So this could be selling a home so you can move for your career. This could be you're working on manifesting an important career change that's going to give you the money to buy a new home. So again, these two things I think are interrelated for you. But this is very, very positive energy. The thing here with the Two of Coins, I feel like, maybe also with the Justice, because both of those are about weighing and balancing. Really look at what's important to you with this situation, with the Magician showing up here. You may have to forego one thing right now to focus on, some other aspect of whatever is going on here with your home, family, roots, etc. You could be, the other thing here is you could, based on a decision or a course of action you initiate to break free, you could be juggling between two locations, Two of Coins, two locations, two jobs, finding your roots in two places, that type of thing. You may buy a second home. That's another possibility with this energy. So maybe you decide that you are going to, as an example, retire, and you're going to be a snowbird. You're going to live in in the north, and then in the wintertime, you're going to live in the south. So there could be even something like that going on for you. Again, changing the foundation of your life in some important way. This could also be, making some decisions about renegotiation of lease, maybe bringing on a new roommate. Also, with this Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles showing up here with the other person in the card, and with the Two of Pentacles. So you could be having a family member move in. You could be moving in with a family member or a roommate, something like that. to bring balance to the finances of your home situation, because maybe something, again, with the Devil card has gotten untenable, burdensome, etc. with your home life. All right. And you can't maybe go it on your own anymore with the Magician, but you want to have somebody help share the expenses. So there could be something like that also. But this is a very, very positive energy here to bring the balance back to the foundation of your life, particularly in regards, I feel, something connected with your money in regards to this family and home issue. So, and again, keep an eye on that Libra full moon that's happening in a couple weeks. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you at this new moon in your third house of communications and teaching and networking and sales. And of course, you have Mercury, which naturally rules the third house, Gemini of the zodiac. Mercury is going to be in that third house. So there could be some good news about a potential new contract, a new marketing scheme, a new initiative, a new communications project, maybe something going on, a communication from your sibling, maybe bringing about a healing. If there's been an estrangement, perhaps from one of your siblings, there could be the opportunity to maybe heal that this week, because third house also rules that. It could be an opportunity to start something new, writing, teaching, speaking, networking, sales, all of that. So this is very, very positive. All right, let's see what we have going on. Aquarius, the Three of Wands. She's been popping up a lot. And the Magician. Wow, gorgeous. Temperance, the World, and the Four of Wands. This is pretty good, Aquarius. Okay. So you have a new goal in mind already. Three of Wands. Look at it with her binoculars there. She's already looking to her future going, what's coming toward me? What new thing is coming into view that I have been working on manifesting? So you already have this in mind. You have already been working on it, I would say, for the last month or so, with this Magician showing up here. So I feel like this week, this is time to really pull out all the stops here with this Temperance. If you really want this positive change to happen, it's time to just really put it out there in the world. Here it is, the World card, and the Four of Wands, which is joy and celebration, and also a big door opening for you. So the world is going to welcome you with open arms. That's what I feel in this area of your life. So if you are launching something this week, especially I would say the day that the moon is in Gemini on the 5th, you could have an absolutely beautiful, positive reception of whatever this, marketing campaign, sales initiative, whatever. There could be an important contract that really opens a big door for you with this energy over here. This is all, again, working and setting these intentions to make these things happen for yourself. You have powerful manifestation energy to make a goal absolutely come on your horizon and bring a powerful and important change to your life that's going to change your status in the world, also with the World card showing up here. So this is excellent, excellent energy. This is not time to hold back, be shy, and not communicate with the world. You need to reach out this week with whatever your world is, right? Everybody has a different world. Whatever your world is, reach out, make some magic happen here with the Magician. Make some magic happen. Powerful change is afoot here with the Temperance card. And I love this. I really feel there's an unexpected door that can open for you in the week ahead based on the actions you put out there in the world. And the Magician is a card of writing and communications, which ties in with the third house brilliantly here. So this is the week. Put it out there, launch it, get it done, have an important conversation also with somebody who can open a door for you. All right. This is somebody in your world who may be very prominent world. Reach out. You never know. I mean, that's the thing. If you don't ask, you don't get. So especially maybe if they're a Sagittarian also, because we have the temperance showing up here. But wow, this is really, really positive. Excellent, excellent energy. You could see benefit to yourself by taking an inspired action this week, by the end of this week, for sure, of, that news of that door starting to creak open for you. Four of Wands is Aries season. So this is the time to put it out there. And there really could be a lovely celebration on its way for you as well, as a result of the initiatives and the things that you take action on this week. So I think this is in play. This Four of Wands, this energy is in play all the way through to the end of Aries season. All right, Pisces, we have a beautiful new moon in your second house of money and values. Isn't that exciting? Conjunct Mercury. There could be some money deal going down. It's time to set an intention for a contract, a money deal, a big sale, a big piece of news, favorable about an important money matter. All right. And healing of your finances. That's the thing also with Chiron in that second house. All right. Let's see what we have going on. Pisces. The moon. And the Knight of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. Time to bring some healing. The Devil. And the Empress. Alrighty. I like to see that. Very, very nice. Okay. Bounty is on its way with this Empress here. It's time to set the intention for what you truly, truly deserve from the material world. The Empress. And it's time to do it in Aries season. Knight of Wands. There is something here with the moon where... Let me take my Knight of Wands and my Empress and put them together. The moon is connected to the Five of Pentacles and the Devil energy here. There is some, I read Pentacles as self-esteem, right? It's not just about the money. And because we have Chiron for me is an energy that very much is associated with a self-esteem, deservingness, wound situation, wherever he is falling in our astrological chart. So there is something here about setting yourself free from the devil, right? Free from a disempowering wound. I guess I'll just use that word. And letting it go once and for all. Setting the intention that the emotional pain, the moon, of whatever sense of lack you have felt in your life at some point, and most of us have felt that at one point or another in our lives, that you don't have to dwell in that does not define you, that what you own or what society thinks you own, the amount of money in your bank account, what you're doing for work, blah, 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 because the devil is Capricorn. It's very much like societal expectations ruled by Saturn, right? This does not define you. Society does not define you. You define you. So there is something here because the devil can be like a block, right? There could be some sort of emotional block where you're trying to play by the rules, the devil, that society is setting for you. But actually, Pisces, you're supposed to play by your own rules very much when it comes to manifesting your material needs, because every sign does use their own energy. I guess what I mean to say here is that money often for Pisces is not the prime motivator, but yet, other things are important for you usually. Yes, we all need money to live, and yes, you want to be successful. So I'm not talking about that, but it's also about creativity, creative flow. Ability to tap into your creative energy when and how you want, creative freedom, following your bliss and, still getting paid, really following what gives you that nurturing energy that feeds your spirit with the Empress here. But yet, when you do that, you may still sometimes get caught in this over here and judging yourself by rules that you don't really play by anyway. You see my point? So there's something here to look at with that and shift and set the intention, this Knight of Wands, to quickly heal and move beyond whatever that devil 5 of coins moon card is for you. You could be caught. Moon is about cycles. You could have been caught in a very disempowering cycle of judging your own self-worth by what society deems you should have at a certain point in your life. And that's just not healthy, right? Because all of us have, a different path. All of us have different things going on. And what you do for work does not define you. How you earn money is not your self-definition. And Pisces understands that better than any other sign. So I think setting the intention to bring some healing to that, if you're still kind of feeling kind of caught in this energy, to know that as long as you are following your internal nurturing and guidance system, the Empress, of what you value. Let's not forget the Empress is about love and money and what we value. And giving ourselves the permission to pursue a path that aligns with our spirit and go for it with gusto, Knight of Wands, and go for it unabashedly. The life of the spirit, the life of nurturing, the life of flow, that's the Empress. Then you got this. I think you can manifest a beautiful goal for yourself this month by setting the intention to move inspiredly toward getting back to center, back to flow. For me, the Empress is also associated with Pisces. I know people associate it with Taurus and Libra, and that's fine. But also with the number 3 here, I do think this is a very Piscean energy because it is about the internal processes, which Pisces is very familiar with. The internal, mother's intuition, so to speak, with the Empress here, the idea of flow and nurturing, which are very Piscean energies. So you got this. I think that with the Knight of Wands here, by the end of Aries season, you could see a beautiful triumph of breaking out of being caught in a system that isn't serving you in some way. All right, financially. Again, it's getting more in tune with what you value. All right, in terms of how you define yourself and how you earn your money. And you could be making a bold move with the Knight of Wands here. That's very possible. You could be making a very bold move towards something better in your life that will help you do that. And it's more aligned with your energy. So thank you so much for joining me for your weekly tarot readings and celebration of the new moon in Aries. We guys really love you and appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with the energies. I love to hear. All right. Take care. I'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.